When trying to think of the perfect recipient for the Rabbi Yehuda Kelemer Z Harbatzas Torah Award, I cannot think of a better person than Rabbi Meir Finkelstein Shlita. He has all the midos that Rabbi Kelemer was beloved for. He is humble, he is kind, he's sweet, he has a certain glow when he teaches Torah and speaks in the words of Torah. Rabbi Finkelstein truly embodies all the amazing qualities of Rabbi Kelemer Z, and therefore it's so appropriate and it's such a privilege for us to be able to bestow this award upon him.
I don't think I have enough words, or you have enough time for me to tell you about Rabbi Finkelstein. Rabbi Finkelstein's shiurim are deep, they are clear, they are engaging, they're riveting. Rabbi Finkelstein has this unique ability to take the most complex, deep areas of halacha and to make them digestible, understandable, exciting, relevant, practical. Rabbi Finkelstein can take any deep machshava topic and characterize it in a way that speaks to each person. Rabbi Finkelstein's shiurim draw people from all over the spectrum, different types of interests, different times of the day, late at night, early morning. People are coming out to hear. Rabbi Finkelstein has this koach HaMashiach. He draws people in to learn Torah.
It's one kind of a talent and a skill to be able to give over Divrei Torah where it's clear, it's interesting, people remember it, they can bring it home and tell it over at their Shabbos table. Rabbi Finkelstein definitely has that skill, but he really takes it to a higher level in that he can have one audience where on one side of the room is a Talmid Chacham, and on the other side of the room is perhaps a novice, someone just starting out. And he's able to appeal to both of those types of audiences, and that's not an easy task to do, but he does it so easily.
When I think about this community, which was a community that I really, to be honest, was not very familiar with, there's a very real and deep sense of Mesorah in terms of the Rabbanim that have built this community. Going back to Rabbi Fendel, who started the community, and of course, through to Rav Kelemer Z, now to Rabbi Galler Shlita, the incredible people who have built this community. It really is, it blows my mind when I think about it. The pillars of Torah and Chesed that have been part of this community and that have led this community. And I think that makes this community very unique and very special. That for whatever reason, Hashem decided that West Hempstead should be a place where Gedolei Torah landed, and where the Mesorah of K'lal Yisrael, the very real Mesorah of K'lal Yisrael landed. And that to me is just something very special and something that I feel very privileged to have been a part of.
I think there are a lot of parallels that can be drawn between Rabbi Kelemer Z and Rabbi Finkelstein. One that particularly comes to mind is the way that he responds to questions. Every question was valued, it was taken seriously, and was responded to with a sensitivity, and often a charge to go and look up the source and come back to answer, to feed back to Rabbi Kelemer what I had looked up. I know with Rabbi Finkelstein, when I've had the pleasure of learning with him, I felt the same way, that I would ask him a question, he would take every question very seriously, would wait, would think about it, and would give you a thoughtful response. Often as well with the charge to go and review the primary sources and come back and discuss.
He's able to put material together in a thoughtful way, and he's able to transmit that material in a way that's understandable to the people who are listening.
Rabbi Finkelstein, sometimes, like us regular people are thinking about an old sports game, and we'll go like this, and we'll go in our head, and we can't exactly find it. So he was doing that, and he was trying to put together a sugya in his head, and he couldn't get it 100% right. So he didn't want to present it to the shiur because it wasn't 100% the way he wanted to present it, and he held off 2 weeks till the next shiur to share that piece of Torah, which I thought was fascinating. A lot of us would have just given the 90% answer or just sort of made up the rest. I think that Rabbi Finkelstein is a perfectionist, at least when it comes to his Torah knowledge, and especially when he's giving over Torah, and he would never give 90%. It's usually 100%, and actually it's usually probably 120% from my experience in his shiurim.
I learned many different things over the last 6 years, being part of the Young Israel West Hempstead. And one of the very interesting things that I've found is one of the things that I enjoy most about my job is the long-term Torah conversation that it creates. What I mean by that is, it's one thing to have a conversation with a person, in the context of a shir or after a shir, or someone asks a shaila, and you talk to them in Torah for a couple of minutes. And those are great, and those conversations are wonderful, and I look forward to them also. But there's something very special about the long-term conversations, that sometimes, someone approaches you with a question, and you give an answer, or you say you're going to look into it, and then you see the person again a few days later, and you follow up, and you say something more, they say something more, and then that happens again, and then maybe over email, maybe over a phone call, and over the course of time, long-term conversations develop in learning. And I've found that that's one of the things that I've enjoyed most about this experience.
Last year, before Shabbos Shira, the community lost somebody, and it was very sudden and very tragic. And I went to Shul the next day, and Rabbi Finkelstein spoke about how Shiras Hayam is written in the Sefer Torah with a lot of empty spaces between the words. And Rabbi Finkelstein spoke beautifully about the person that was lost, but also about how important it is to be mindful and to notice what's present, but also what's not present. And he just wove in mindfulness and appreciation for that which we have, and also that which we don't have, so beautifully and so perfectly. It's something that I still think about now.
Usually our interns come, they give Divrei Torah, a shir, and they leave. Rabbi Meir had this amazing idea to have a summer kollel to bring in young men to learn our Beis Medrash 3 starim a day. He didn't just begin with an idea, he followed through. He took care of every single detail, miklal umiprat, the big things and the small things, the food, the shiurim, the programming piece. It has been such a brach of our shul and our Beis Medrash to host such an amazing, inspiring program.
My son really benefited tremendously from the summer kollel program we had. There was serious learning every Thursday night. Every day there were people learning. I could go in and have a seder.
It has been a real zechus to work on the rabbinic team that we have here at the Young Israel of West Hempstead. It's Rabbi Galler, Rabbi Abramovitz, Rabbi Rosenblum, and Rabbi Kaplan. Whether it's sharing ideas together, thinking over issues together, talking over a shaila, what did you think, what's your experience? I think the collaboration is a very beautiful thing, and I feel very privileged to have been a part of such a wonderful rabbinic team.
Rabbi Finkelstein embodies the core characteristics Rabbi Yehuda Kelemer Z the humility, the excitement for learning, the clarity, the brilliance, Torah's chesed, building people up, making time for every single person, is truly deserving of the Rabbi Yehuda Kelemer Harbatzas Torah Award.
Although we will miss him greatly and his lack of presence here, the lack of his shiurim, his vibe, his Torah, will be sorely missed by myself and our entire membership. We are just so excited for Finkelstein to be able to live his dream in teaching Torah's Eretz Yisrael, which has really been part of his shiurim and his divrei Torah every single week, month, and year in his years here in West Hempstead. We all wish Rabbi Finkelstein much hatzlacha and bracha in his new home in Medinat Yisrael. May he continue to teach Torah at such a great high level, and may we all continue to benefit from his Torah for many years to come in good health.
I only hope that the ksharim and the relationships can sustain and even build in the future.